2,000 years later.
What's up, everyone? Hope you guys are having an awesome day. And today we're working on the E46 again. I finally got my clutch. I was able to get a stage 4 clutch. It'll probably take me half a day. I'm pretty familiar on working on these transmissions. This was, I don't know if I ever mentioned on my previous video, but this was actually an automatic, and I swapped it into a 5-speed ZF transmission, and I did all the work myself. So that was like, it's been almost a year since I did that, the manual swap, and I got a new clutch for it, and it's already slipping. But anyways, let me show you guys the new clutch. I already got it out of the box, and here it is. So this is the flywheel, so it's a lot lighter than the dual mass flywheel that's on the car. So this is the way to go if you're making decent power, and with the plans that I got for this car, it's gonna make a lot more power. So this is the flywheel, you could see. And this is the pressure plate right here, and this clutch is made by Clutch Max, and it comes out to around 600 after shipping. And this is all the hardware you're gonna need, all the bolts for the flywheel, the bearings right here, the throw bearings inside the bag. This is a little bearing, and then I bought some oil for the transmission. I'm gonna change the oil, and then I got some oil for the engine as well, oil filter, because I'm gonna be changing the oil on the engine. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna raise up the car using the jack, and then I'm gonna remove the drive shaft, and then I'm gonna remove the shifter. And after that, we can start working on removing the bolts around the transmission. Alright guys, so I got the car about 1.5 feet off the ground, and let's go ahead and take a look under the car. I'm pretty sure I'll have enough space to drop the transmission. It's not too big. I'm gonna have to remove the exhaust, and there's also a little heat shield under the drive shaft, so that you're gonna have to remove that one as well. Alright guys, so I got the exhaust off. It's just a clamp, and then there's a hanger right here, and that's it, and it comes right off. So this is the whole exhaust with the muffler, the resonator. It's full straight pipe, and it's actually really quiet. So now let's go under the car and show you guys what I'm gonna do next. Okay, so here it is. Now we got a lot more room, and then we're gonna be able to remove the drive shaft. So again, this was a automatic. As you could see, I got this used, so that's why it has all this writing here, E46 ZF 5-speed. So you're gonna have to remove these bolts right here, and then remove the hanger, and then remove the rear bolts from the differential, and that should let you remove the drive shaft. After that, we're gonna remove the transmission mounts, And after that, we're gonna start removing the bolts around the transmission. I got the drive shaft off, and then I also got the shifter off, and then I don't have the drive shaft completely off. I used to remove the hanger, which is, grab the light. So what I did is I used to remove the hanger, which is this one, and then I removed these 3 bolts, and then I just dropped down, and here it is. It's I'm not gonna remove the whole thing. You can just move it to the side. And here's the shifter. This you can just pry this with a little flathead screwdriver. Pry it out, and it'll come right out. And then after that, you can start removing the bolts around the transmission, which I already started doing. You have one right here, and then you have another one right here, and another one right here, and then so far I've removed 3 off the transmission. And once I do that, then I'm gonna remove the 2 bolts that are holding the cylinder, and then after that, then I'm gonna pull the transmission out. I don't have a transmission jack, so I'm gonna carry the transmission. It's not that heavy, it's like 70 to 80 pounds. Alright, so it's been a couple hours now, and I finally got the transmission off. You can see it's really bad working without a lift, but I finally got it out. Okay, so I got the stock clutch off. Here it is. And this is the flywheel. This is the dual mass flywheel. As you can see, it's really heavy. And this is the clutch. It's not that old. It probably has like 12,000 miles in it. It doesn't look too bad. It still has a lot of life left, as you can see. And I bought it brand new when I changed to a manual transmission. And then here's the pressure plate. You can see it's all burnt. Same with the flywheel. You can see all the burn marks. And then this is the throwout bearing. So yeah, so now I'm gonna work on the transmission. I got some brake cleaner that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna clean it nice, make it look nice. And then I'm gonna change the oil. I actually got some oil down here, some Vaseline oil right here. So I'm gonna change the oil, and then after that, then we're gonna go down under the car and start bolting on a new clutch. All right, guys. So it's been a couple days now, and then I realized that I bought the wrong oil for my transmission. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order the oil. I think it's called the Redline MTL. I think that's what it's called. And then I'm gonna order that one. And so I'm not gonna drain the oil that's in here for now. So all that I'm gonna do is just clean the transmission. I got some brake cleaner, and then I'm gonna clean the engine as well. And then I'm gonna put the new clutch in, and then I'm gonna put the transmission back in. And then later, when I get the new oil, I'm gonna drain it and change it with the Redline gear oil. I also removed the intake manifold off the car because I want to clean it. I've been driving it for like a couple hundred miles, and I'm not running any filter on my turbo, so there's a lot of dust in here. As you can see, I already cleaned some of it out, and it's really nasty inside the intake manifold. So I'm gonna take some carb cleaner. I'm gonna clean everything nice, and then I might run a filter now, so that way I don't have to do this every once in a while. Alright guys, so I want to show you this stock clutch again. This is the pressure plate. As you can see, it's all burnt. It's got all these burnt marks around. And then let me show you guys the clutch. Still has a lot of life left. It just couldn't handle the extra power. So this is the clutch. So now let me show you that throwout bearing. And then this is the flywheel. A dual mass flywheel. It's all burnt. Alright guys, so we got the transmission cleaned. It's not perfect, but it's gonna get dirty again, so we got the little fork back in and it's ready to go back in the Alright guys, so now I'm gonna wipe off all this oil that's on the flywheel. This is really important because if you don't, then you pretty much wasted a new clutch. You just want to spray it. Make sure you get all the oil off and then just wipe it. And make sure you don't touch this part right here. You don't want, you have grease on your hands, you don't want to touch it. So let's go ahead under the car. So here I got the flywheel right here, and I got the new bolts right here, and then I got some thread locker, some blue thread locker right here. So let's go ahead and start. Okay, so there's a bigger hole right here. You'll be able to notice it, and this lines up with this right here, so you can't miss that. There it is. I think it's it. Oops. Okay, so now we got the clutch aligned with the alignment tool. So now it's time for the pressure plate. And it's already nice and clean. I already went ahead and cleaned all the oil off of it. So now, let's see. Okay. There it is. It was a big job. It was really difficult for me to put the transmission back in. I had my dad help me, and we both got it back in. So all I have to do is put the shifter back in, transmission support, and then the draft shaft, and that's pretty much, oh, and then the exhaust. Yeah, and then the exhaust, and that's pretty much it, and then the intake. Alright guys, so I just got done with the car. Here it is. It's already dark, and I just need the exhaust, which I'm gonna do tomorrow, as you can see. But I'm gonna move the car back. I can drive it and everything now. I'm gonna move the car back because it's gonna rain tonight. And okay, so first time starting it. Let's see. So the wheels are turning, which is a good thing. Now I'm gonna lower the car. Alright guys, so it's the next day. Here it is. And I'm gonna turn it on. I kind of want to drive it around, see how it feels, because I only got to pull it out the garage, and I parked it right here. So far it feels good, but I want to drive it around. So I'll see if it starts. I believe it starts on the 85. doesn't want to start. All right, I'm gonna try one more time. I just started right up. Alright, so I just got done cleaning, so now I'm gonna take this thing for a drive. It's not very far. I just want to feel it. Oops. Yeah, this thing feels way better. Now it feels like a race car. Fun right there.